My country, Cameroon, is situated in Central Africa, made up of 10 regions, 2 official languages, English and French, and more than 200 ethnic groups with different local languages, but 2 main official languages, English and French. And in Cameroon, we have an arid north, a desert close to the Sahara Desert, and a tropical south. The economy, we have some cash crops which are exported. We have some like coffee, cocoa. We have banana, which is also a major export crop. And then we have timber. We also produce oil. Donors have contribute a lot for the development of Cameroon. Though with respect to, as a percentage of GDP, as a percentage of the gross domestic product, the aid envelope is not as significant. It actually situates itself less than the average for countries who adhere to the Paris Declaration. So, but that said, that does not mean that it is not important for development. In fact, you can have a contrast with respect to the volume of aid negotiated and actually the volume of aid actually put in use, because we have those problems of problems such as, in fact, absorption capacity problems, which also reduce the amount of it actually put in use in our country. And that is, the government is taking certain measures to improve the situation. The Paris Declaration is quite relevant in our country. It is quite relevant, and there has been a lot of mobilization on the part of the government since its adoption in 2005, and the government took a number of measures to put in place certain structures to help to monitor the implementation of the Paris Declaration. We can identify challenges with respect to each principle of the Paris Declaration. That is when we see how far each principle has been implemented. We take, for instance, the case of ownership. We see that with ownership there is some progress, because most of the development programs, cooperation programs being implemented in Cameroon so far, are initiated by the government. Now, the difficulty here is the government lacks capacity in some technical areas to actually conceive bankable projects. You may have the need, but you don't have the capacity to define, to specify your needs very well. And of course, which requires now that we call on the donor themselves, you see, to define such, to specify such needs for us better in a program document. And of course, it is not very certain that the ownership will be there